Welcome to YouTube channel of 40 Plus Academy. As you know, I have already started with a very important course of automobile engineering of Diploma semester 6. Guys, as you know, 40 Plus Academy is providing lectures for degree in engineering, diploma in engineering, and also soon we are going to start with SCC, JEE and GATE lectures also. So if you are new to our channel, so please subscribe it so that you can get the notifications that we upload the lectures. Guys, in previous lecture we have already completed with some types of valves. Today we are going to start with flow control valve. This is very important lecture. You have to watch the video at least for 20 minutes so that you can quite easily understand the types of valves, flow control valves and the types of flow control valves. So first of all, let us understand what actually flow control valves are. Flow control valve are used to regulate the flow of hydraulic oil in hydraulic circuit for controlling the speed of actuators. This is very important. As you know, when actuators are activated, when they are activated, we get flow. We get flow. So flow control valve is used for controlling the speed of actuator. If speed of actuators are high, so we can say in that case the flow rate will be high. That means in simple case I can say flow control valves are used for controlling discharge. Remember this point. It is used for controlling discharge, and you know discharge is denoted by Q, and the SI unit for discharge is meter cube per second. This is what we have already seen in our first and second chapter. So let us see some types of actuators also. The first is linear actuator, and in this the speed is measured in meter per second. As you know, linear meaning is that it is flowing in a line. And when you talk about rotary actuators will rotate continuously at the axis. So in that case it is measured in rpm. The SI unit will be rpm, and in case of linear actuator the SI unit will be meter per second. Now the most important thing, importance of flow control valve. What are the basic things that flow control valve is used to control? Control of pressurized oil flow is extremely important because the rate of movement of machine element depend on rate of flow of pressurized hydraulic fluid. Just listen for 1 minute. Let me explain it properly. As you know, these are the blades of rotor, blades of turbine, and what will happen from pipeline, from this pipeline the pressurized oil will come and fall on this particular blade. Now the blades will start rotating, the blade will start rotating. Okay, if the flow is very high, the blade will start rotating at a high speed. The blade will start rotating at a very high speed. When will this happen? When flow of the pressurized oil is very high, high speed oil. So suppose we don't want this to move at very high speed. In that case, we have to control this flow. Understood? So we have to control flow of pressurized oil so that our rotors does not rotate at a high speed. So in that case, we require flow control valve. Okay, and this flow control is achieved by two process. First is throttling, second is diverting. These two are the very important things that you should remember for any viva purpose also and for your exam point of view. So throttling process and diverting process are the two processes by which flow control is done. Now let me show you the valves that we use mostly for controlling the flow. You can see that this diagram on your screen, these are nothing but they are the walls over here. Let me change the color of the pen. This is nothing but this is the walls, this is the pipeline. Suppose water is flowing from this end and it is coming towards this end, and it will move forward. So suppose a very high speed water is coming in very high speed, but we don't want to send the total amount of water on this side. So in this case, what we will do, we will rotate this valve so that the amount of discharge is less. So this is the diagram of valves. You can see that by using this valve we can control the flow of our pressurized oil, or you can say any fluid. Okay guys, now flow control valves के बारे में यहाँ पे भी we have already shown to you. So you can see here, flow control valve is used to control the flow rate. Flow rate means discharge, you can say. It is used to control the discharge of flow in the system according to the system designed. Next point, flow is controlled by throttling and diverting. The same points that was shown over here, I have explained here also in proper way. So you either you can write these points in your exam, or you can also write these 3 points, and this is the diagram, the schematic diagram of flow control valve. Moving further, let us see the types of flow control valve, guys. Flow controller, there are 4 types of flow control valve. The first type of flow control valve you can see is nothing but needle valve. This is the first type of flow control valve, needle valve. Second is pressure compensated flow control valve. Third is non-compensated pressure flow control valve. There, here also you can write pressure over there. Here also you can write pressure over there. Okay guys, and here the fourth one is check valves. So how many types of flow control valves are there? You can say there are 4 types of flow control valves. The first is needle valve, next is pressure compensated flow control valve, and third one is non pressure compensated flow control valve, and the fourth one is check valves. So these 4 types you should remember. And now we are going to see these 4 types of flow control valve in quite detail, with the diagram, with the working, and each and everything that is required in flow control valve, guys. So let us start with the very first type of flow control valve, that is nothing but needle valve. Okay, so needle valve, a needle valve is a type of valve with small port. Port means you can say opening, a small opening is there, and threaded. You must have seen screw. Okay, you know the threads are there on screw. So let me draw this diagram. Suppose this is your screw. Okay guys, so on this screw you will see there are threads over there. So that is nothing but threading. Needle shaped plunger. Okay guys, it allows precise regulation of flow. Precise matlab controlled, systematic according to, although it is generally only capable of relatively low flow rates. Okay, this will be used where flow is very low, flow low. This is not used in high flow, guys. Let me show the diagram of this. This is nothing but needle valve. You can see the diagram on your screen. This is nothing but needle valve, and you must have seen this kind of valve at your home also, I think so. So this is nothing but needle control valve. Okay, so here you can see the threading. This is nothing but threading. Now how it works, what is the working of this? What will happen, you will rotate the top end, and what will this threading, this needle part will come down, and the opening will be closed. Now when you will rotate it in opposite direction, suppose when you are rotating in clockwise direction, it is getting closed, but if you will rotate in anti-clockwise direction, it will open. So into different direction, two different phenomenon will take place. When you will rotate clockwise rotation you will do, then it will be closed. Closed means the needle will come down, this needle part will come down. And when you will rotate it anti-clockwise direction, guys, in that case what will happen, the needle will go up, that is the case. So this was about needle valve. So you must have seen this at many places also. So let me discuss this from your textbook. This page I have directly taken from your textbook. Let me zoom this over so that you can quite easily understand, guys. Look here, it has pointed stem or needle. It has pointed part, that is needle. In this diagram you can see that the needle is already there. Let me erase this. This is the pointed needle, and they have written here it has a pointed stem or needle that can be adjusted forward and downward. Forward, that means it can come in downward direction. It can also go in a upward direction. By rotation, when you will rotate clockwise, it will come downward. Suppose when you will rotate anti-clockwise and anti-clockwise, it will come upward. These are the cases that you can see, and I have already explained in the previous slides. Now we will move to the next part, that is nothing but pressure compensated flow control valve. This is very important. Let me tell you, first of all, let me explain each and every point of pressure compensated flow control valve. In any hydraulic circuit, there are slight variations in pressure of oil. You know that you need to control the pressure of oil, and the pressure of oil can be controlled by controlling the flow of that oil. So when pressure changes, the rate of flow also changes. When pressure changes, the rate of flow changes. As I have told you, if you will control the pressure, listen one thing. If you have to control the pressure, suppose you have one room over there and a lot of people coming over in this room, so in that case you have to control their entry point. If you will control their entry point, the pressure will reduce and the flow will also reduce. But many circuit requires constant flow regardless of input or output pressure. Then let it be. Let us see the construction. In the next page you can see the construction over here. So guys, the construction you can see here is nothing but non-flow of oil through orifice will start. Oil will occupy the bore of poppet cylinder. This flow or oil equalize the pressure. Let me explain you. From this part, the oil is coming inside. When oil will come inside, due to the pressure of oil, there are spring over here. This spring will get compressed and it will move over this part. Let me explain you once again by erasing the ink properly. Oil is coming inside and it is applying the pressure on this part, and it is connected with spring. Due to spring, this part will move on this side and this oil will come out from here. Understood everyone? This is nothing but working of compensated flow control pressure. Okay, during the process of poppet balancing, spring will expand and poppet will move towards the left. Quite easily you can see in this diagram. In next step, it will again come on this side and oil will continuously flow over here. So what do you have to do in your exam? You have to draw this diagram. The most important thing is drawing the diagram. So guys, these were the two types of valves that we have seen. The first one is needle control valve. The second one is pressure compensated flow control valve. In next lecture, we are going to see non-compensated and check valves.